So we've just had a brand new trailer of Arcs of Omen. I say a brand new trailer. It was a teaser trailer, but it's all about something called the Silver Key. Now, this confirms that something I was hearing a couple of months ago about a rumored plotline with Abbadon and a key is technically now coming to fruition. It looks like it is absolutely bang on the money once again. So in this video, we're going to jump in and go through all that information that was revealed in this trailer, because there were some tidbits which do open basically the doors, and you know, that's not a pun in this video, about what potentially could happen now in the next stage of this 40k narrative. So let's jump in and let's get talking. Now, just a quick summary for people who have not been following my videos about this, and maybe you found it today. Basically, what is happening is that Abbadon and this brand new demigod of a demon thing, spirit, warp entity called Vashnorr are now teaming up. One of the reasons why is that Vashnorr wants to become the 5th chaos god. He wants to ascend to the next plane of being and be worshipped like a god, and he gets more power and more everything that happens to him. Abbadon is aiding him because Abbadon wants something in return. Now, the thing that I heard in the Rumourverse is that Abbadon is after a weapon that will bring the galaxy down, the weapon that will bring the Imperium down. Final victory for Abbadon, the Black Crusade, the Chaos Space Marines, and everything that goes along with it. And what Vashnorr was supposed to do is lead Abbadon to a key that would unlock something. And in today's trailer, which I'll put in the background right now, you can see it is a key. It's called the Silver Key. Now, this thing is supposed to give Abbadon some type of weapon, but in the trailer, it says it unlocks new pathways, new doorways, which I think is a big hint that Abbadon basically has a device. Maybe the key itself now is some sort of weapon or some sort of thing that unlocks a way or a pathway to a weapon or a pathway to anywhere in the galaxy where Abbadon can now launch his attacks from. I'm personally thinking now, is this key something to do with the webway? That is one of like the hidden paths in the galaxy, which the Eldar use, the Dark Eldar use. You know, the Emperor basically was going to use it to get away from all the warp travel and, you know, try and take down the Psykers and everything like that. What if now Abbadon has access to that road, and this is the device, this key thing, the Silver Key, is his ability to use that and actually forge a new path throughout the galaxy? It would make sense, right? Because Vashnorr, this demigod, this thing of the warp, is a weaponsmith, right? So maybe he's forged this key, took Abbadon to it and said, right, this now will give you ultimate power, because if you can move your forces around the galaxy to any type of battlefront, that is one of the best things you can do for a military commander. If you can move your forces en masse to any planet, any sector of the galaxy in more or less like, you know, a blink of an eye, no warp storms, no like fleets intercepting you that can't see you until the last second, you are in a win-win situation. It even mentions in the trailer that this Silver Key will bring new possibilities to the one who wields it, which of course will be Abbadon. I'm just wondering, what possibilities could they be? Like, it's not time travel or anything. He's not going to go back in time and stab the Emperor when he's in his cot or something like that. I'm thinking it's just him to have the ability now to actually control his armies en masse and actually take it to the Imperium. If I'm not mistaken, when they revealed the live stream, I think Book 1 is actually set in the northern parts of the Imperium, where the Blood Angels are, where the Dark Angels are, and we have been hearing hints and rumors, of course, that in this book series, Dante and Azrael are getting new models. So maybe they're going to be getting really involved now with Abbadon. As I've mentioned before, I did a video called The War of the Angels, which didn't really involve Abbadon. It was more about Luther and the Blood Angels finding out about the Dark Angels fighting the Fallen Angels and the Blood Angels assisting the Dark Angels, hence the words, you know, the War of the Angels. But I think now they're going to flip that, and I think it's going to be like Abbadon who's going to be the main person, and he's going to be building his forces in the north, maybe to go for the final strike, because the Imperium is at its weakest in the north. So this is where he's going to launch like the big crusade, and the forces who are there have to stand and fight against Abbadon. And again, this opens the possibility up for the Lion to return. I'm sorry, I have to mention it, right? Because they're literally giving it us on a plate. If the North Imperium falls, it's only a matter of time, before the southern parts of the Imperium falls. So to stop that, maybe they need like a unified leader up there. Yes, you can argue Dante is that unified leader, but there's no one bigger than a Primarch, right? Gilliman at the moment is doing everything in the south. He's sending aid to the north in terms of like Primaris Marines, reinforcing chapters, Imperial Guard units, but you need like this godlike tier leader to take on basically Abbadon, because Abbadon is more or less like a god tier leader. So it does open the door now for maybe the Watchers to roll the lion off his concrete slab, slap him in the face, wake him up and say, okay, this is the leader which is going to launch the crusade in the northern parts of the Imperium and unite the factions there and really take the war back to Abbadon and his demonic and Black Legion forces. And one more thing before I call this video quits. I have heard that apparently this Sunday, so this Sunday coming, which is going to be, let me just look at my calendar on my desktop right now, which is going to be the 27th, the pre-order announcements on the 27th apparently are going to be for the first book, along, of course, with the Christmas box sets, which I'll do a big video on Monday, etc. So it looks like we may get this book at the start of December, or should I say the mid of December, because if it goes on announcements of pre-order in a couple of days' time, then, next week is the pre-order date, and the week after that is when it officially releases. But anyway, December should be the time for this book to come out, and we get the first stage of this lore. As I've been saying, I'm only hearing good things about this story. Fingers crossed that, those are not just people just bantering and, taking the piss, let's say, and this story does turn out to be absolutely fantastic, because that's something that we haven't really had lately in Warhammer 40,000, is some really, really good lore, which are all like, suck us into the page and we all enjoy. So for me, I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. Please do not let me down. Give me all the new Space Marine models. Right, enough waffling for me. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, I would love to know what you think this silver key is for. No, it's not going to unlock like his house or his car or something like that. This is something big. It's something massive. So please, what could it be? Leave it down below and we'll have a nice little chat down there, as we always do. See you now. Have a great day and bye-bye.